Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the February 2024 reading for the zodiac sign of Pisces. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But again, let's go ahead and get into it. Column number 1, we're going to take a look at like what is coming for the month of February, so any big items. Column number 2, we're going to talk about anything related to money. We're going to do a love column, and in our 4th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. So almost like advice for the month of February. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But let's get into it. Column number 1, again, those big messages coming for February. We have the summary affirmation card of reaction. So this card kind of goes one of two ways here, Pisces. So sometimes something maybe really significant has happened recently and we just haven't had the time to really like respond and react and process. So keep that in mind. This also could be something big that's coming that may bring a strong reaction and forward for us. And I always want to be really careful how I say this, but it's almost like don't overreact to it. I don't like the word overreact, but it's like make sure you just kind of take it in stride and try not to get too caught up in it. So usually kind of a reminder to just process it as it comes, or there's something that's happened that we need to react to still. But let's see what messages, sorry, I just bumped the camera, what messages I have here for you, Pisces. Okay, so first up we have the Empress. The Empress is a card of creation. It's a card of abundance. With the Empress card, anything is possible. So I feel like we're in a really good position to create the reality that we want. Also, this is a very abundant time. So again, there's abundance of time and abundance of energy and abundance of resources, whatever you may need to be able to create this. So love the Empress card. This can also be a card of good parenting, fertility. So if you're hoping to grow your family, that could be a good card for you as well. The next card we have is the King of Pentacles. Anytime we have the King of Pentacles, this is solid, practical, wise. Again, I feel like you're trying to create something here, Pisces. So we need to have a solid, practical, wise plan of how we're going to get there, how we're going to get it done. Also, interestingly enough, this is very much so like an investment card. So we've been talking some about making sure we put our resources in the right place. We have all the resources we need. The King of Pentacles is a really good investment card. This is wise investment. So when I see this card, I always encourage people to go for it. Whatever this is you're trying to create, go ahead and put the resources in. I think it'll be a really good move for you. At the bottom, we have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is a card of giving or receiving. Very, very generous card. You're definitely on this receiving end, which is great to see. I mean, I guess you could be giving in a sense that you're going to give out the resources that you need to get this done, right? But we're going to be receiving whatever this is that we're expecting, whatever we're hoping to create. So that's fabulous to see. Let's go and take a look at our clarifiers here and see what other messages I can give you. We have a little helper right now, Pisces, sorry. He's just a baby and thinks this is so much fun. But first up, we have the Five of Swords. So this could be tying into our reaction card. So with the Five of Swords, I feel like there was a conflict. There was something that came up. I don't think it derails this progress. I don't think it takes away from all the wonderful things I just said to you. But it does seem like there was a conflict and perhaps we haven't like fully processed through, worked through, reacted to that. So keep that in mind with the Five of Swords. The next card we have is the Emperor. The Emperor is very strategic, very long-term. One of the things I mentioned is that we need to have a plan, have that solid, practical, wise plan. So do keep that in mind, making sure that we have a plan for whatever this is that you're trying to create. Okay, and at the bottom here, we have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is a card. I do think that this is going to connect to that Five of Swords conflict we were talking about. There was some sort of like theft, betrayal, dishonesty. I feel like that could be the trigger of these kind of feelings. And again, we haven't reacted, we haven't processed, we haven't worked through this event. So just keep that in mind. I do feel like you could potentially be parting ways from that person. Sometimes the Seven of Swords is like a moving on, moving forward. So two very different parallel messages there for you. All right, moving on to our next column, let's talk about anything related to money. So quick money message for you. Oranges assist with magnetizing your attraction to money. Nourish your relationship by having fresh oranges around or by burning a wild orange essential oil. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money. First here we have the Five of Cups. There is something that's bothering us here. There's something we're sad about. Just peeking down, I just feel like we're maybe not feeling fulfilled. Maybe we're not on the exact path that we want, whether this is career or financially, Pisces. We're going to take a look at this a little bit further, but I feel like we're feeling a little sad. We're not feeling the best about our career or financial situation in this moment. The next card we have is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is a card. I feel like you maybe are like looking back and like saying, oh, well, this is where it went off course, or this is where it shifted to what I didn't want it to be. So I feel like there's a little bit of reflection happening. Again, that kind of looking back and saying, oh, this is kind of where it got off the rails or turned into something that I didn't want it to be. We'll clarify that a little bit more, but I do feel like those are kind of connected, one and the same there. The next card we have is the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is a card of desire for long-term security. Again, I just feel like we're a little bit unhappy where we are right now, Pisces. It isn't what we expected it to be. It didn't end up exactly where we wanted to be. Let's go ahead and take a look at clarifiers here and see what other messages I can give you. First up, we have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands, if you take a look at this card kind of looks like a finish line. I'm going to go ahead and say that we make a change here. I feel like we're going across the finish line. We're seeking something new here in the very near future. I didn't mention this with the Six of Cups, but there's a family and friends card, or family and friends meeting there, and there's a family and friends meeting with the Four of Wands too. So there could be a connection or a resource maybe that takes you on to the next step. Perhaps there's like a referral, or they know of a job opening that they help you move into. The next card we have is the Tower card. This about sums it up. Again, with the Five of Cups, I feel like we're feeling sad because things didn't play out the way we thought they would, career or financially. So with the Tower card, this is unwanted change. So again, this is things not happening maybe the exact way we had envisioned it. At the bottom, we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is a card of waiting. I don't know that I would wait around and wait for this to get better. I do think this is a call to action. This is an opportunity for you to make a change here, Pisces. With the Two of Wands also, if you look at this card, the person is holding the world in their hands. And you have the world in your hands. You can make this change. You can make it what you want it to be. Our lovely helper just tore some cards off the side of the table there. But you can make this into whatever you need it to be. You can go after those desires and get what you're hoping for, which is great to see. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to love. So let me just grab you a quick love message here, Pisces. So we have the card that says, Secret Admirer, someone has gotten deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love. So first up, we have the Moon card. The Moon card, I feel like things are changing. This is voluntary change, but I don't know this is change you expected. So I feel like there's kind of a curve in the road. It feels positive though. It feels in your favor, but things are shifting. Things are changing here. The next card we have is the Wheel of Fortune. If you've watched my readings before, you know I love the Wheel of Fortune. But this is saying that same thing. So if you look at this card, we have the wheel there. The The wheel is really turning the corner. There's some sort of shift, some sort of change, but it's in your favor. It's good luck, it's good fortune for you, but definitely things are shifting here, Pisces. At the bottom, we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is a stellar love card. This is relationship, strength together, partnership, proposal, marriage. This could be an advancement of an existing relationship, or perhaps this is a new relationship for you. But it does seem like we're shifting towards love. And again, that Two of Cups being a very strong love card. So we'd like to see that. Looking at our clarifiers, first up we have the Knight of Wands. There's a nice sense of freedom that's coming along here, Pisces. So this change, this shift, it's opening you up. You're raring to go with possibilities now, which is really neat to see. The next card we have is the Page of Wands. Again, in addition to that freedom, now we have the opportunity to take action, and for whatever reason, I feel like you could have been lacking that opportunity before, Pisces. So this is feet in motion. This is you going, doing, taking action. So with this shift, I do really feel like we're going to be pursuing a new relationship here. At the bottom, we have the Two of Swords. Of course, there's a decision to be made. Do you pursue this relationship? Do you look for others? I feel like this relationship's really promising though, and I think it will have caught your interest or re-engaged your interest. All right, now let's take a look at our fourth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guide, something to carry into the month of February for you. Interesting. So we have the Stretch card here. Stretch is pretty literal, Pisces. This is about pushing. This is about reaching a little further, stretching a little further to get something done in these next few weeks. So give yourself that little extra oomph. Give yourself that little extra push where you need it. But let's see what messages I've got here for you. Okay. So first up, we have the Ace of Wands. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Wands, this is some sort of new project, inspiration, urge to create something new that we're going after here. I do feel like you'll have to, again, give that little extra oomph, that little extra push to get it done. But there's something new. You're inspired, you're motivated. So make sure you put in those resources. It is something that we want. Timing, it looks like timing is really good. So when we have the Six of Swords, this is about a necessary transition. So I feel like now is the time to go after this new thing if it is really what you want. So again, that stretch, that extra push for it. At the bottom, we have the Nine of Pentacles. This has a lot of different meanings, but it's luxury, it's enjoyment, it's something you're really going to like. So again, I encourage you to go after it. This is also gains too. Like you're gaining what you want here. Let's take a peek at our clarifiers though. See what other messages I can give you there. First up, we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is about being resourceful. So give it the time, give it the energy, give it the money, whatever resource it needs. Again, now is a really good time to put those resources in, Pisces. We have the Page of Cups. This is that studious effort, that hard-working energy. So again, giving it the time, the effort, the energy, the resources it needs. And I love this. We're going to end corner here, Empress. So a card of creation, a card of abundance. Again, you have the resources that you need to get it done, and now is like ample time to get this created. So that is wonderful to see. Now at this time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video here and think of them. But question number 1, we have the Queen of Clubs, the number 40 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2, we have the Jack of Hearts. This is the number 22 card. That is going to be a yes as well. And question number 3, we have the Queen of Hearts, number 23 card. Another yes. So 3 yeses across the board there for you. Taking a look at our crystal of the month, we're going to do Smoky Quartz, which is good for nerve strength, resilience, very anti-stress as well with Smoky Quartz. And last but not least, all the way from the ground in my office, I have a healing note for you, Pisces. It says, 1 small positive thought in the morning can change your whole day. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please like, comment, subscribe, share. All of those things help me greatly. Also, when you subscribe, that lets you know when I post new content, and it really, really greatly helps my channel. I did also include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Pisces, and I hope you have a wonderful February.